Here are 5 designer fragrances that I wouldn't recommend. This first one I might catch some flack for, but it is what it is. It is Prada's Luna Rossa Black. To be honest, it really just smells like burnt rubber to me. I get that this is a very popular fragrance, but that powdery, peppery, woody aspect of it, I don't know. I don't like the blend and I really don't like how it comes across. Again, it really just smells like burnt rubber to me. I know this is a favorite for a lot of you, but I honestly just don't get it. This next one is kind of an older classic, so a lot of young guys might not know it, but it is L'Eau d'Issy Pour Homme by Issey Miyake. It's a very yuzu citrusy forward type of fragrance. Really, the only thing I get in here is the yuzu, and it's kind of boring. In fact, it just smells like a very dry citrus type of fragrance. Like, I've smelled other yuzu forward fragrances, and they have like a sweetness in there. They have something more exciting, something like kind of like pushing forward, like a very likable yuzu. That's not in here. It's very, very dry. It's hard to think that this used to compete with Acqua di Gio back in the day because I honestly don't think it's exciting at all, whereas Acqua di Gio just smells good. But to each their own, and I'd say don't own this. This next one isn't as controversial, but it does still have its own cult following, and it is Mont Blanc's Individuel. Pretty much a raspberry dryer sheet. There's nothing wrong if you use a raspberry dryer sheet like in laundry, but to have it as a fragrance, I don't know, it's just a bit much. Like the last time I wore this, I kind of just got annoyed after 30 minutes and really just scrubbed it off my skin. There's a reason people don't talk about it nearly as much anymore, and I'm one of those people, so yeah, just not one I'd recommend. This next one, I haven't really seen a lot of good reviews about it, so I can pretty confidently add it to this list, and it is Boss Bottled Oud Saffron, which is really a shame because this is kind of a flanker of Boss Bottled Oud, which does smell good. The moment I sprayed it on, it just is a very saffron forward, woody, spicy, and not in a good way type of fragrance. It's a bit much, too much saffron, too much spices, not a lot of other enjoyable factors to it. I mainly got it at the time because it was being hyped up as a brand new one and it is a flanker of Boss Bottled Oud, so I kind of got really excited about it. Unfortunately, this is kind of one of those blind buys that just didn't pan out, so don't get it, guys. Before I get into the last one, shameless plug, and 2 fragrances I do recommend, Costa Azul and Costa Carta are still available. Costa Azul is a very fresh and clean fragrance with a little bit of mango in the background, and Costa Carta's got that ginger, mango, vanilla, and passion fruit that is just absolutely amazing. Get these while you can because they are limited edition. And for this last one, it's a very polarizing fragrance. There's a lot of people that think it's honestly really good as their daily wear, and the other half of people just think it's kind of like smells like an old lady. Like, I imagine whenever I go into my grandparents' house, this is exactly what I smell. Like a very dry, old, flowery type of fragrance that I just can't really get behind. All that said, obviously the only fragrance I could be talking about is Versace's The Dreamer.